So here's the issue. And you can go up to INFOWARS.com, see our article with the YouTube stamped, because we're also a TV show, not just radio, YouTube stamped uploads from a week after the September 11th attack in Benghazi last year, 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after, a month after, 2 months after, laying it out first, everything that happened in Benghazi. And why is that important? Well, the next media outlet that I saw to tell the truth from their sources was the November 11th program on CNBC, the Kudlow Report, with John Batchelor, who I continue to see tell the truth. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. And he may, I can't vouch for him on every subject. I don't watch it routinely. I just continue to see clips where that guy, you know, is getting accurate information. And I wish this wasn't true. I wish it was just a group of out-of-control jihadis that went and killed some people. I wouldn't be happy about that, but it's a lot less scary than, well, wait a minute. My sources said that they hired several hundred local al-Qaeda militia, the same ones that they'd put in charge in Benghazi when they used that as a base of operations against Gaddafi, NATO, Obama, the globalist. And Congress had some issues with that, obviously, arming al-Qaeda there. And then they were using it to arm out of Libya, the weapons left over from that war, and Gaddafi stockpiles that were pretty high-tech, including British, U.S., and French-made missiles, heat seekers, to then give those to al-Qaeda, that is the main force, attacking Assad in Syria, to then turn that country over to al-Qaeda. And again, I've been telling you this for over 2 years. Now it's mainstream news that, yes, al-Qaeda makes up over 60% of the main fighters against Assad. Again, showing that our so-called government is using these people to destabilize the world and as a pretext to take our liberties. And I'm going to explain how this works in a moment. But this is a big deal that this has now been confirmed, because you have Colonel Schaffer and Wayne Madsen coming up in the next segment, and Dr. Pachinik and all these government sources we have, and an Air Force colonel separately that I talked to off record just a month after it happened, all confirmed what is just widely known. The Air Force colonel said it is widely known. Anybody with an intelligence clearance knows it, because it was in situation rooms in the Pentagon, situation rooms in Langley, Virginia at the CIA, the NSA, on the aircraft carriers, the Mediterranean, at the NATO headquarters. They all had feeds of it happening in high def from the predators. And he said he talked to people that were on duty and witnessed it. And I mean, and people sat there as it played out hour after hour. It's one thing if you drop a missile and then a kid walks outside the hut and you go, oh my gosh, we killed a kid. It's another thing to sit there and watch people killed and fighting back hour after hour and being ordered to stand down. And then to see it all lied about in the media. That's why Benghazi is so dangerous for the Obamanoids. And so there was a stand down. The security that they hired to run Benghazi was the group. We have their name, the list, all of it, that went and did the killing. But they had inside knowledge of how to attack the facility. That's now come out. Everything we were told came out later to be confirmed. And now CNN and the London Telegraph and AP and others are saying, yes, we've talked to CIA people. They're being given monthly polygraphs, something that's usually done every 2 years, to find out if they're talking to the media, to cover up what's happening. And these people are so mad about what happened, they tell us it was an arms deal and it was missiles and heat-seeking missiles. I mean, boom. That's Jack Tapper reporting that. So let's go to a small clip from that full report that we have linked up on INFOWARS.com. 9+ months after we told you first, again, we know what we're talking about. This has now come out. And the bigger issue is, if we know, if Alex Jones knows, if Mike Guest knows, the whole system knows, okay? So this is not a mystery to people in government. This is not a mystery to the media whores. Ladies and gentlemen, we know they're the warehouses. We were told by the guy that co-wrote Tom Clancy's books, for heaven's sakes. That's how high up Dr. Pachinik is. Former head of Black Ops, psych warfare, basically for the whole government, that happened within weeks of it going on. Well, actually, it was on days after. Then I had him on earlier this year. Then we, again, had all these other witnesses on. Colonel Schaffer, Wayne Madsen, who's coming up in the next segment. Now, let's give credit where credit's due. Weeks after we break this, CNBC, Benghazi is not about Libya. It's about the NSC operation, exactly what Pachinik said, moving weapons into Turkey to al-Qaeda out of Libya. It's going to unravel like crazy. And when we were covering this 10 months ago, 9 months ago, we were the conspiracy theorists. I mean, these are real guests, real people that have proven accurate over and over and over again. The mainstream media, most of the time, is trying to lie to you and keep you in the dark, folks. Everybody knows the truth who isn't completely stupid. Just most people in the system play along with the lie. All right, when we come back, we're going to get Wayne Madsen. He formerly worked in one of the security details over the NSA, now known as the Q Group. That's the people that keep the secrets secret. He's going to be coming on with us to break down, now 9 months after he broke all this here, any other details we have, and ask, what does it mean that all this is now beginning to come out? Has the dam broke on Benghazi? Will it bring down Obama?